So here we are at Carla Bauman's second office in Bellevue, Washington. Carla is a dermatologist. Let's go check out what she has. Love clients like Carla Bauman. She was so successful with the first office that we designed a few years ago. I like to think that we had a good part in that role. She got so busy that she had to find a new location. We designed a second office for her that's more than double the size of her first office. She really hated to leave her first office, though. She loved everything about it. Did not want to change, but had to for business reasons. So we took a lot of the same colors and materials and things and brought it over to the new office, but expanded on it and also brought in some nicer materials. She wanted to just step it up just a notch. So, well, this space is basically a box, and half of the box sits up against the grade, or it's like a daylight basement in a house. So only part of it was really open to natural sunlight, and the back of it was kind of dreary, so we didn't want it to feel like that. So with the use of our curved corridors and intersecting curves, and just the way that we positioned the rooms and such, it doesn't feel like that. So we actually did an intersecting corridor that are both curves. Well, the wall covering actually is a grass cloth material and has that real soft, soothing feel to it, with some laminated glass countertops and some glass mosaic tiles and book-matched birch. Just some materials that kind of dressed it up a little bit from our last office, but a really inexpensive way to make a door come alive like that is just to give it a simple shape, because it really doesn't cost anything to cut an asymmetrical angle and a curved top to it, just to give it a different shape and feel. So a few details in this corridor to take note of. First is the corridor is actually curved. The second is this wall on that side of the corridor is actually tilted out, which gives it a totally different feel, a different vibe, softens the space a little bit more. And the third is Carla saw the value in spending a little extra money on some vinyl wall coverings that we use in place of a fabric. You'd actually have to touch these to tell that they're not a fabric. But what that does is it eliminates having to do any touch-up painting down the road. The upfront cost obviously is a little bit more than paint, but in the long run it's a really good treatment. The design process really starts out with the initial space planning. Once we've gotten the space plan down to where the client is happy with the number of rooms and places for staff to be, and washrooms and offices and so on, and we've got the flow and function down, then we start adding all of the other aspects to the design. Lighting affects everything from how a person feels to colors to ways of giving us design details through shadowing and so on. So we pay close attention to the lighting and the ceiling heights. It also gives us ways of bringing the volume of space in proportion.